Hello YouTube. I decided I wanted to take a different approach to some of my videos, and that is I want to respond to the videos that I see. I think we all should be doing that. Okay, it allows us to absorb the video deeper, and seeing that fragments of memory was doing that, I really like that idea. So the first video that I'm going to be responding to is HarveySuperboy, his video on Oprah Needs Us Now. What the fuck? He put WTF, but I want to get the exact title out. I'll put it in the description. Now, I like a lot of his videos, and I want to start by saying I clicked on it because I couldn't imagine Oprah specifically asking black people for help. So I wanted to hear more about that. And then after listening to the video, I realized that's not what she did, because that doesn't seem like Oprah. We have to understand that everyone's different. Oprah has a humanitarian type of personality. She's an Aquarius. She's right before me. I'm a Pisces. Where humanitarian type of people, they're involved in everything. They can hear a sob story from black people, white people, Jewish people, Palestinians, like Lupe Fiasco's Aquarius. He talks a lot about the plight of the Palestinian people. They are not going to focus on one race. So I never envisioned Oprah being that type of person. Black people, we're constantly looking for this super Negro that will save our race. That is not going to happen. Okay, and we should not put that obligation on any one person. Oprah Winfrey's show became successful not because of black people. Once again, we get confused by skin color. When did black people throw all their support behind Oprah? All my life, people would talk about how her show catered to white people. It didn't. Okay, and I wasn't someone that watched her show every day. But my grandmother really liked Oprah. So when I would come home from school, we would watch Oprah Winfrey at 4 o'clock after she watched the soaps until Judge Judy came on, of course. I loved Judge Judy, and so did my grandmother. So we would watch a half an hour of Judge Judy, and then we would watch Oprah Winfrey. And her show was so broad. Her topics were broad. She would talk about many different things that might not be of interest to black people because we don't have a sense of broadness in our race. And a lot of times we're not interested in different topics if we're not the subject of the topic, or if it doesn't apply to something that we can relate to because it's happening in our everyday life. Everyone's not going to be like that. Okay, it's one of the reasons why we come across really simple, because we're not broad-minded people. Okay, so I never got the feeling, like I said, a lot of black people would say her show caters to white people. It doesn't. That's why a lot of women of different races like Oprah Winfrey. You know, once again, we're being simple. Like I said, there are women, Spanish women, there are white women, Indian women. Many women love Oprah, but we think of it as just black people and then white people because we're simple. Okay, and people, once again, liked her show because she would talk about different things, not just focus on one thing. Imagine if she did focus on just black people. She would not have risen to the position that she rose to, which I think is appropriate. I think the more people that you include or you make inclusive, the more success you should have. Why? Why do you think I say that? Because it's a diverse world. And now let me hit you with some more complexity. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. My main focus is black people. Okay, it's a hard struggle. It's just something God put in my spirit. So I know my path is going to be harder than Oprah. There's a nice girl that I was following, and I still follow her to this day. I put her on my Black Youth Entrepreneurs.info website, a website black people don't go there. Okay, but when she was first starting her magazine, she I followed her from that point on. Nice black girl. Y'all would like her over me. You would say she's nicer than me. Take a look at her magazine. I'm not going to blow her up like that. But let me just tell you, her magazine, if you were to put all the covers, that she has had this far, side by side, she might have 3 black people on the cover. Okay. The topics cater to white people. Not cater to white people, but they're stories by white people, because her magazine speaks of the stories of people. People will send in the stories about their life and how they became successful. Most of the people in the magazine are white. The advertisers that help her generate money for the magazine is white. And she totally went in that direction because there's more money when you go in that direction. Whereas I'm the type of person, I wouldn't do that. But y'all don't like me. That's why I talk crap about black people. I don't care, because I have a focus on black people. And all I'm going to do is tell you the truth about yourself. But then you'll meet someone like her and say, oh, she's so nice and sweet. And she don't give a crap about focusing on black people. Which, again, I can't hate this girl. That's just the direction she chose to go in. She wants to have broadness within her magazine. Black people, you're going to talk about repetitive things because we're repetitive people. We're tribal people. I love that. I heard someone say that on one of the YouTube videos. Here on YouTube. I can't think of his name right now. But I'll never get that out of my head, because that's exactly how black people are. We're tribal. That's why we have a repetitive culture. We focus on repetitive things, and we never ever tire of it, which is amazing to me. Whereas I have a broader mind, so I've never been fully embraced by black people. But anyway, to HarveySuperboy's video, he goes into how Oprah should have uplifted so many different black people. And as I pointed out, I don't agree with that. I also want to point out the facts about this metaphysical universe. Okay, it's beyond any individual. It's beyond race. And this metaphysical universe says that you attract things based on how you are. Now, when black people begin to help themselves, then other people will more readily be willing to help. No one's going to throw money in this community. Black people, we don't even invest in ourselves. I work with a black company, a multi-million-dollar black company. My mentor is a multi-millionaire. And it's very difficult because we don't support ourselves, but we want other people to support us. That's not going to work. That has nothing to do with race. That would happen to white people if they were like that. As we see, they're not. Okay, they're not going to just support Asians because it's cheaper. They're always going to support each other so that they can have strength in their community. Even though where I live, you see some of the Asian nail shops popping up. White women will go to them, but they're not going to run in droves to these shops. They're going to make sure they still support those in the community. And black people, we don't do that, but we want different results. And that's not going to happen. That defies metaphysics. Okay, so first we have to start matching our actions with our words. So we have a lot of words and a lot of ideas of what should be done, but we don't do them. If we want a better image, that's in our hands. I'm sure there's a lot of black women making 6 figures or making a good salary that come home, take their shower, change their clothes, and plop their fat ass in front of the TV and watch the Real Housewives and the Basketball Wives and the Hip Hop Wives. Okay, that's not going to go undetected by the universe. Nothing goes undetected by the universe. You could lie to others. Just like black people, we like to convince people that we're united. We are not united. Okay, the universe knows that. So the universe is in a state of confusion when it comes to black people. All it can do is keep giving us and reproducing the energies that we support. So you can't put that all on one person. Okay, so Oprah, like I said, I knew that the title of the video did not sound right, because that don't even sound like Oprah Winfrey, that she was specifically asked black people for help. No one has that much confidence in black people because we've never demonstrated anything. We don't have a mindset to better our communities, though we want our communities to be better. We never had a mindset to build ourselves economically, yet we want people to invest their money in us. I'm telling you, something wrong with this race. People not going to invest their money in this community. That's why it was so hard for Ebony. They finally got a few white companies to say, okay, we'll bail you out, because they could see that black people's not even supporting them. You know, it's tricky investing with black people unless it involves fried chicken, sneakers, anything in the fast food industry. What else we support black people? Hair weaves, you know, a lot of Asians making a lot of money off of us. And you don't just invest in black people. It's so many things that we would have to demonstrate before we start demanding things of others. And that's I speak for the universe. It doesn't matter if you think that's right. It doesn't matter if you wish it was that way. It'll never be different, because that's how God made this world. If he made it differently, there would be no progression of human beings. We could just sit on our butt and do anything and have positive results. That'll never happen. Okay, so stop looking for people to save this race. And like I said, even as a young child, I always knew that Oprah Winfrey had a humanitarian type of spirit. That's why so many different people would come on her show. She'd start crying. You know, she didn't have an attitude like, oh, well, I'm black. You don't know how hard it is as a black woman. Look at you. You think your life is hard. No. Anybody could touch her. At the same time, she knows how screwed up this race is, and she would never focus on this race, nor does she have the obligation to do so. That's not the spirit God gave her. Like I said, I have that spirit. Okay, that's why I talk a lot of crap to black people. I don't give a crap. I don't give a... Sorry to be redundant, but I don't care. I say what I want to say because I know I focus on black people. And it's ironic because black people don't like me, but I'm the one focusing on this race. I promote black books. You know how hard it is to sell black books to black people? I'm doing an SP Fuller campaign now where I haven't fully gotten into it, so I still have hope for it. But I literally tell black people, buy the books, study his principles, his philosophies. He was a black man that believed in creating jobs. You know, we're retarded because black people, we want kids to have jobs, but we don't create jobs. And he had a lot of philosophies that would help build the economy in our communities. And I tell people, buy the book and I'll give you $8 for each book you sell. We could spread it through the community. Black people look at you like you crazy. Like, that $20 is for my beer. Okay? I'm going to the movies. I'm trying to get a handbag or any of the stupid concentrations that black people have. So again, I know the energy of black people. So you couldn't just throw things at me because I'm going to throw it right back at you. What you're throwing at me or what black people throw out, do we represent that that's what we truly want? We want support, but we don't support each other. You see, it's something wrong. We were trained to think that we can think in any way because we were oppressed people. The universe is not emotional. The universe don't care about slavery. The universe is not going to say, okay, they were slaves, give them an easier life. No, the universe doesn't go by emotion. The universe goes by action and spiritual action. So if you want others to support you, you have to support others. And that's another thing black people don't understand. I promoted some books and black people have asked me, is it free? No, it's not free. I mean, how can something be free when the person that put the book together wasn't able to do so for free? You know, you see, we really have to reevaluate how we think because it doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm not going to make this a two-parter, so I just wanted to make that response to HarveySuperboy. I like him. Signing out.